Yeah, we got a late one tonight. On me, I normally go live early. You know what I'm saying? But I think this some content boys want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Who out there doing what? This a late lunch for me, but I was doing a little paperwork. Oh man, voice crack. Doing a little paperwork and studying a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let some people get in here. Then I'm gonna give y'all some Trill ass PA content. You know what I mean? First of all, respect and RIP to my brothers. So many gone, man, but specifically right now, RIP to Pimp and my nigga D Ray. You know what I mean? I know y'all heard Pimp mention D Ray multiple times. He also appeared in the, I think it's the Supposed to Bubble video. I think he had on like a black Texas jersey. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But I know he was in that video, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna start out by saying this. D Ray was a Trill PA nigga, man. He my classmate. Man, my voice scratch it in the bitch. But he was my classmate. And I knew him from knee high. And from knee high, he and I were classmates. And that's crazy. RIP to his little brother Rawhead. His little bro was my little bro classmates. So we all used to run together. And coming up, he was always different. D Ray was different from elementary school. And what I mean different, and nigga was on some fly shit in elementary school. Like I mentioned in the video earlier, my nigga used to come to school creased down, poloed up in elementary. You know what I mean? To me, that was different because, like I say, I come to school with the rustlers and the wranglers and the smack jeans, and I would have been like I would have been lucky to have a pair of Lee's or Levi's. I had one pair off in there somewhere, you know what I mean, but it wasn't often. Flanagan, what it is, man. You want me to hit that Trill trucking in the morning? I'm doing one load in the morning. I'm done. I might not have time to do Trill trucking, but I'm gonna see what it do. I'll make time. I gotta show that other truck. You know what I'm saying? But I'll make some time. I'm gonna do one has. Then I'm chilling. But I'm gonna get to it. So yeah. So D Ray, like I said, he was always a young fly cat. Like he was mature for his age and shit. We used to run together. I used to go to his house. You know what I'm saying? He stayed in the hood, probably like 10 blocks away from my hood, but I go to his hood and kick it with him and shit. And we come up together from youngsters to, you know what I'm saying, hitting the streets as young teens and young men. And he was well respected, you know what I'm saying, in my city. He was well known and he was well respected. He was the equivalent of a rapper. I'm gonna just put it like that. He was the equivalent of a rapper. You know what I mean? But he was just a PA. He was just a Trill PA nigga. He had the fly whips. You know what I'm saying? He had the jewelry. He had the hoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but I'm just telling it like it is. He had the hoes and all that. Yeah, yeah. Went got it and came back with it. You know what I'm saying? So he was a fly Trill ass nigga. But I was saying earlier, he booked me for a show when he was getting off into promotions and whatnot. And he was on some real shit. Like, I told him I wanted to do the show for him for free. Nigga like, nah, my nigga, you a rapper. You get paid for that shit. So I'ma pay you. And I went and did the show for my nigga. That was around some of the, I ain't gonna say the last time we engaged, because we engaged when we were kind of like in competition promoting these clubs. That was a little later on in life. But we always was cool. You know, we used to butt heads on some opinionated type shit, but we did that since elementary school. But we always was cool. You know what I mean? So in his circle, it was a dude, you know what I mean, that I also knew. And the dude, he started getting on some other shit. I don't know what happened to him, but he just started getting kind of psychotic, you know. He it seemed to be that he may have was losing his mind a bit. I don't know. But he may have been trying like dip, but I don't know. I don't know what he was doing, because I didn't hang with dude tough. Like, I would see dude in the hood, and when he would come in the hood, he would have all of the niggas shook. But I knew him. Like, me and him was kind of like near the same stature. He was a little bit bigger than me, but we were near the same stature and height and weight. And coming up, he liked to try niggas. So he always would like run up on me and, try to shadow box with me or whatever, slap box, just whatever. Or I remember a time we had a little, it wasn't a real altercation, but it was just on some nigga hit me with a stick. And so I picked up a stick and hit him back. So now we in the street with some swords whacking the shit out of each other. But long story short, coming up, he remembered every time that he attempted to test me, I was always ready for the test. So now he live in my new hood, you know what I mean? And we young men at the time. But he's starting to come through the hood, and he tripping on some mental shit. So when niggas would see him, they started calling him Debo. They started disappearing and running away from him and whatnot. But I'm like, why y'all tripping? This nigga, I wasn't belittling the nigga or underestimating the nigga. I knew the nigga, and the nigga ain't put no fear in my heart, so I wasn't finna be acting like these niggas. But long story short, he started walking around and he had a list. And he'll walk up to people and be like, you on the list, you on the list. And so he did that to me one too many times. And I'm like, say, fool, what you talking about? What list you talking about? And so the nigga came, showed me a little dirty ass piece of paper with a list of niggas' names on it. And all these niggas on the list was niggas I knew. You know what I mean? And when he walked by me, he like, you not on the list. And so I'm really inquisitive, like, why I ain't on the list? Like, what you mean? What the list is for? And so the nigga tell me, this the list of niggas I'ma kill. And I'm like, say, dog, you tripping. And I asked him, like, man, you thought about seeing a doctor or something? Like, he like, man, fuck all that. I say, man, you been tripping lately. A lot of niggas around here say you on some other shit. And then I started hearing in the streets he was on some other shit. A lot of niggas was reporting Nigga was, not reporting to no police, but just speaking amongst themselves in the streets like the nigga was out there tripping. So I felt like me and the nigga could talk. So I asked him like, you ain't try to see a doctor or something, like, cause niggas say you tripping, and what I'm witnessing is you on some other shit. And the nigga like, nah, fool, I ain't tripping. All these niggas on the list, they evil, they bad, they ain't no good. You good. That's why you not on the list. And I'ma kill every last nigga on this list. I'm like, man, you tripping, get off the dumb shit. But the crazy thing about it, I seen a lot of my little partners on that list. And I seen my nigga D-Ray name on that list. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody was really taking a nigga serious. It was a bunch of ha ha he he, that nigga crazy, and nigga running around with this list. I'm not the only one that the nigga showed this list to. It was kind of like he was carrying it around with him, walking up to niggas, like checking niggas off and shit like that. And some of my partners' house that he would come to every other day, they name was like second or third on the list. And he'd be talking to him and shit, and they'll be getting away from him laughing and shit, but nobody took the nigga serious. But one day, you know what I mean, a short while after that, I hear that the nigga then actually cashed in on one of the people on that list. And one of the people on that list happened to be my partner, pimp partner, D-Ray. You know what I mean? I don't know firsthand the specifics. I've heard from people who were there. I think a person who actually got shot also. I heard from a few people what took place. But the bottom line is he was in my nigga's circle. He was in D-Ray's circle. You know what I mean? And I don't know what was going on or what provoked it. But one thing I can tell you is, from what I knew about D-Ray, he was a player. He wasn't on no bullshit. Like, he wasn't no shit starting ass nigga. He may have been a shit talker because he had a lot of confidence, and he was just he was a young player. He thought highly of himself, you know what I'm saying? And the city looked up to him and saluted him too. But on some oddball night crazy ass shit, a nigga in his circle, dude I'm talking about, wind up hitting him up and taking his life. And you gotta be careful with niggas in your circle, man. You go to feeling ill about a nigga in your circle because he may be displaying, you know what I'm saying, some oddball, awkward ass shit. Take it for what it is. You know what I mean? Remove yourself or remove that nigga out your circle. But RIP to my nigga, man. Like I say, he was a Trill ass nigga, cool ass nigga. I used to fuck with him heavy. And him and his little brother and my little brother were like two peas in a pod. Nigga name was Rawhead. Young wild nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? That was my little niggas though. When I used to see my little brother and him together, I go the other way. I go the other way because I know them two little young niggas, they had like a whole crew of niggas around their age. And all I can say is them niggas was something else, man. We used to call them niggas the Muppet Babies, man. Hey, man, hey. We used to see them young niggas out there in the streets, man. We would go the other way. Now this is our little brothers, but we knew, you know what I'm saying? Get away from these niggas. You never know what the hell gonna pop out fucking with these niggas. But yeah, man, RIP to my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? RIP to D-Ray. RIP to Rawhead and Pimp. And I'm gonna tell y'all about another player partner. You heard Pimp mentioning the homie Donnie Young. Now, I ain't always know Donnie. I always knew of him and I saw him. I used to see him in the projects and shit. I'd be on the west side. And cool nigga, I always was quiet on some player shit. And so I admired the nigga. You know, he always showed up clean. Brand new J's, this and that, this and that. And so one day at school, I think he was a little older than me. And so one day at school, I see the nigga walking up on the courtyard, and it looked like he just coming to school, and it's like 10 a.m. You know, it's late. And so it was just me and him. And so when he walked up, I'm like, what's up, man? You just coming to school, this and that, this and that. And he fresh in the bitch. He got them I remember he had them cement J's, them black ones. He had them new J's on and shit. And back then we used to wear this color shit that real men wear black, that Raiders and stone washed black 501s. You know what I'm saying? And so my nigga walked up, he was clean. I was admiring his fit, and I was like, you just coming to school or something? He like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to graduate anyway, shit. I got all my shit, fuck this shit, boom, boom, boom. And so I wasn't like on no dick riding shit, but I was like, man, them motherfucking J's clean. I said, matter of fact, every time I see you, you always got like new J's. Like this nigga would be having the white cements, the black cements. Like this nigga be J'd up every day, brand new motherfucking J's. So, you know what I'm saying? I was doing my little old thing, but you know, I might have me some Bo Jacksons or something, or some gangster nights or something. You know, I wasn't too extravagant and just backdooring $150 pair. Back then, them hoes was $150. You know what I'm saying? You can get any J you want for $150 back then. Y'all know that was a long time ago. So I didn't have a whole bunch of them $150s. I had them first J's, them, you know, them black and red joints with the wings on the side. Them hoes wasn't comfortable shooting no basketball, not for me. But I had those. And so I was chopping it up with them and shit. And we just started kicking it after that. We see each other at school. We'll kick it and come to find out, nigga cool and a fan. Me and the nigga got a lot in common. So we starting to hang out and do different things and shit. And I remember one day at school, and my nigga's still alive, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga, Donnie Young. Much love, my nigga. I hope you're doing well in life. So one day at school, I hollered at him, and I round up by three hoes, you know what I'm saying? And they want to kick it with me. But I ain't got nowhere to kick it. We just moving around. We gonna skip school and have a good time. But long story short, my nigga facilitated that. You know what I'm saying? My nigga facilitated that. And we at this spot and we kicking it. Couple of the homies get word, you know what I'm saying, we gone. So they ditch too and they come through. And then finally it's 3:30 or something. So everybody just coming through in and out or whatever. And me and my nigga in there having a good time. Me, my nigga, and a couple other niggas coming in and out. And we in there having a good time, kicking it and shit. And I wind up drinking like, probably like a few beers, some wine, some liquor. But one of the hoes reminded me. I ain't gonna say hoes. Let me say one of the girls. One of the girls reminded me like, we haven't ate anything today. We just in that motherfucker playing romper room, you know what I'm saying? We just in that hole just going live, you know what I'm saying? But she like, we haven't ate anything today. And I'm like, you sure right. And my motherfucking stomach was like killing me. And so all of a sudden, everybody started migrating. They were leaving because it was a game that night everybody wanted to go to. And so they're like, you gonna go to the game? I'm like, yeah. But I was on the west side of PA and I stayed on the deep east. And I had already missed my bus but I hadn't figured out how I was gonna get home. But while I'm sitting there with my stomach hurting, I started catching the chills. And then all of a sudden, something just came over me to where I was just locked up, man, like sick than a motherfucker. Like I don't know what hit me, how, why, what. Probably was COVID back then. Nah, that was way back in the day. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it jumped on my motherfucking head, Jack. I couldn't do shit, nigga. I was in the corner on the floor with a blanket shivering, just I'm in that whole dying, you know what I'm saying? And the girls, they're like, oh, hope you're gonna be all right. Oh, he got a fever, this and that. And so they scatting out, disappearing. And one of them stayed behind, but she didn't know what to do. And they were like, man, we can't tell your mama this and that, this and that. So all my other partners, they left. They like, shit, man, my nigga fucked up. But then they disappeared and left. So pretty much everybody left. But I remember while I was sleeping, I heard it sound like Donnie say, hey man, I'll be back. And so him and the chick left, I think. So I'm just laying in this, I'm really laying in the bando. I'm just laying in this bando by myself, shivering and shaking in that bitch. I don't know what was happening with me. And then probably like an hour later, after I didn't kind of slept it off, my nigga Donnie come back. You know what I mean? And he like, man, let me take you to the crib, man. My mama a nurse. I'ma talk to her on the phone and figure out what to kind of do for you until she get here. But you can't go home like this. My nigga picked me up, man, and was carrying me and damn near walking me to his house and souped the nigga, uh, uh, whatever kind of medicine it was, he medicine the nigga up, you know what I'm saying? And gave a nigga a motherfucking bed to lay in, covered a nigga up, and left me there until his mama came home, which she was a nurse, you know what I'm saying? And she came and started doctoring on a nigga, and he like, man, I ain't gonna go to the game. I'ma hang back with you and make sure you all right. I'm like, nah, my nigga, you ain't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead to the game. I'll call my mom in a minute and get to the crib. I was still fucked up. But the nigga like, man, I wanna stay until, you know what I'm saying, I know you all right. And so that's what he did. And then I guess once my mama picked me up, he probably went to the game. But that's something I never forget that, because it was a few niggas in there that I knew way longer than him. You know what I mean? I knew them niggas like way longer than I knew him. But when them niggas seen that I was down and I was fucked up, them niggas like, oh well, anyway, and disappeared on a nigga. But this Trill ass, player ass nigga took care of his partner. You know what I'm saying? And forever, I always got respect for my nigga. We done had plenty more incidents, hanging out, doing whatever, kicking it outside of that. But that's one of the most Trillish ass moments I could ever remember, you know what I'm saying, about my nigga. And like I say, he's still alive today. I hope my nigga doing well in life. It's always Trill on my end, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, shout out to Donnie Young. And him and Pimp had a relationship. I always used to think them two niggas together is a is a monster. You know what I mean? Because Donnie is another nigga that was the equivalent of a rapper. I know some niggas from my city, man. They was everything a rapper said they was, but they wasn't no rappers. You know what I'm saying? They were just Trill niggas from the hood taking care of their business, man, and looking good while doing it. You know, having it their way while doing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, him and Pimp was tight, and I always appreciated when I used to hear the songs that Pimp put, you know, D-Ray name in and Donnie name in, because that was actually some real niggas that he was talking about. You know what I mean? Some real niggas that I came up with that I know they character. I know they some good niggas. I know they some Trill niggas. So for Pimp to share that with the world, I just wanted to come and give y'all some backstory on who those names are and just some of some of the character traits and some of the Trill shit they was about and some of the Trill shit that they did. You know what I mean? But who out there doing what? It's a late night one. I normally don't do the night shift. But on the weekend I might, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna do some Trill trucking tomorrow and I'm gonna do one load and then shit, I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm back a regular nigga. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all earlier, I was gonna finish that one by 12. I finished that hoe by like 12:30. So I knocked both of them hoes out by 12. But who out there doing what? What y'all talking about? Let me see who that is in here. How to buy music from you, bro. That's let me see. That's Blue. Blue. All you gotta do is find Bandcamp, Hezeleo, and in that store, it's some great records in there. Or if you use like iTunes or any other digital platform, Apple Music, Spotify, any digital platform, all you got to do is put my name in there. And don't be surprised when you see a whole motherfucking English thesaurus pop up, because a nigga done put in so much work. I'm like AWACS. I could just watch other niggas put in work. You know what I'm saying, man? I feature on so many mixtapes and shit when that game was going. I actually had prominent DJs tell me like, "God damn, my nigga, you need to slow down on doing some of the mixtapes." I don't know. I found me a lane, and DJs was really fucking with a nigga, and I got hooked up with some cats called the Fleet DJs, and through their network, I wound up clicking up with one out of Virginia, and nigga named DJ for Show. Hey, that nigga was on it, man. That nigga was putting out mixtapes left and right, and that nigga made sure he kept Hezeleo on them hoes. That nigga, hey, that nigga had niggas from the Bronx calling me, man. I'm talking about early in the day, like early, like 2000. Shit, I don't even remember, but it was early 2000. That nigga had niggas calling me, "Hey, yo, bro, is Hezeleo?" I'm like, "Yeah." Say, man, we in the terrorist borough. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know what that means, but what's up? Man, let me hear you say, "Girl." I'm like, what's happening, man? Man, we in here jamming this motherfucking mixtape, man. You got your number out. We trying to see if the number real. I'm like, yeah, nigga, this me. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? And I used to do that, like, I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of DJs used to say they had a network and they wanted you to get on their mixtapes for free or this and that, this and that. Some of them would just take your music. But then the ones who wanted to work with you say they had a network, I'd be like, I'm gonna test your network. So I would do a drop. Basically, that's me saying a few words and shit, introducing some shit. And in that drop, I give out some specific details that if niggas listening, they gonna tie in. So I would actually give out my phone number. You know what I mean? Say, nigga, hit your boy up on some Trill ass shit, nigga. We gonna do this here, X, Y, and Z, boom, 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 and shout the number out. Flanagan Bars, yeah, that Block Stars. That Block Stars was on hit. And so when I would do that, that would let me know what mixtapes are landing where y'all niggas at. Oh man, we in North Carolina. Where y'all niggas at? We're in Florida. So I started learning, like, my nigga DJ for Show mixtapes, them hoes was up top circulating heavy. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's how I would test them. I would put my phone number on the bitches. But yeah, man, that's how I wound up getting on a lot of the mixtapes. So if you want some exclusive music like the content that I recorded myself, you're gonna find all that on iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify. That Bandcamp, I just started using that. I picked up that game from 17, probably about not that long ago. You know what I mean? I wasn't using that. I ain't even know what that was about. But when I got up on it and I seen how it would let fans patronize the way they wanted to, I'm like, this some real Trill ass shit. You know what I mean? Because if somebody want to say, hey, the record costs $1 or $1.50, shit, my nigga, man, hey, man, salute my nigga, boom. Shoot a nigga 10, 15, $20, man. I done had Trill ass niggas shoot a nigga $50 from one song, you know, saluting a nigga. And back in the day, I would probably refund a nigga, like I couldn't take that. But I remember my mama told me before she died, she said, baby, take your blessings. You know, when God send you a blessing, it's yours. Take it. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. I ain't all, oh man, you show money? Nah, man. Hey, that's my blessing. Oh, I'm gonna receive that. You know what I mean? Because all the while, already, man, M. Dot, shout out to the whole UGK family. All the while, I'm always walking around in this world just blessing random people. Like, it ain't no cameras involved. Any nigga who done rode with me on my crew, they'll tell you. They used to look at me odd because I go fuck with the bums. I go buy them niggas beers, buy them niggas food. You know what I'm saying? Put money in them niggas' pocket. Talk to them. How you got here? What's up with you? How you doing? You good? You know, not trying to save the world because that's impossible. But when you blessed, you be a blessing. And that's how you keep on getting blessed. You know what I mean? That's why you keep getting blessed. If y'all blessed out there, you blessed because you blessing people. You know, you might be blessing people with your time, your knowledge, your wisdom, your finances, your love, your compassion, your concern. You know, that's a blessing to people. Because right now, man, and I'm going to speak for our culture, the little homie lap dancing the devil ain't the only one selling out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the only one. It's just he doing it so extreme and so jaw dropping, like, God damn, Pan. You know what I'm saying? God damn, Pan, pussy ass nigga. you really trying to get to the paper like a motherfucker, huh? You don't give a damn how you get there, huh? Yeah. But it's all kind of forms of that, man. How we treat each other, you know what I'm saying? That's a form of that. How we quick to throw each other under the bus, you know, how we just quick to throw each other away, you know. Like, it's others who felt we was expendable and trash and whipped us and did everything under the sun to us. And so now we doing it to each other. Do your part. We can't save the world, but while we here in this time, in this life, we gonna keep it trill, my nigga. I don't just wear this shit to sell you no t-shirt. I mean this shit. You know what I mean? That don't mean I'm gonna be gullible and let niggas take advantage of me. No, that don't mean that. But that mean I'm gonna give a nigga a fair share. You know what I'm saying? When I meet a nigga, I'm always like, it's 100%. It used to be 50. It's 100% that this nigga a Trill nigga. Now, you staying on 100 is on you, because I'm going to stay on 100. Now, once you start 98, 95%, 90%, once you start retracting this shit, nigga, and your little Trill meter go to 0%, boy, fuck you. I ain't fucking with you. Because, again, you got to watch who you put in your circle. Nigga, hey, man, niggas be on some other shit, man. We got to love each other, but sometimes we got to love each other from a distance. You know what I mean? Who out there doing what? This the late night. I don't never fool with the late night. What you vampires doing out there? Let me see who in here. I know we got some boy. What's up with it, Joseph Bailey, man? I know we got some boys that's scared to speak to me right now. You know, they want to watch and see how far a nigga gonna go with it. And I'm here to. Hey, that's M in there. What's up, M, baby? I ain't even see you. I'm glad you dropped by. You know what I mean? They got a lot of boys. They want to wait till a nigga get to another level before they. Yeah, man, that's my nigga. I've been fucking with that. No, 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 no. I know a lot of niggas that been fucking with me lately. They been showing up too. They been showing up. Let me see. Green team. Oh yeah, yeah, with Hen Dog and what that is, Big Freaky. Just got off of work. Shit. Man, that's what it's about. Get that money. What's up with it, Almighty Kodo? Yeah. Y'all gotta forgive me if I be fucking up y'all names and shit. But yeah, man, I wanted to tap in and tell y'all about two Trill ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? D-Ray and my nigga Donnie Young. Golden Homie had told me I should mention that. And I say, you know what? Them brothers is worth saluting. So there it was, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna do a few more minutes on here. Then I'm gonna go on bat in the hatch because I do gotta get up and go jug one time, you know what I'm saying? I might jug twice. Hey, they try to have me jug 3 times a day. I'm like, say, man, look, I ain't them young legs. I want the money, but goddamn, I don't want to be out here stale in the motherfucker, tired as a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I like to hit this shit while I'm fresh. You know what I'm saying? While I'm alert and aware, take care of that business, and then, hey, park that motherfucking truck and live the truck again another day. Who that is? M. Dot. South Carolina. Augusta. Already. Yeah, man, I guess it is somewhat preaching. My family told me I was gonna be a preacher. I was a rapper, but I guess I've been coming to this YouTube preaching lately. Nah, yeah, you gotta shift them gears in the morning. Hey man, I'm glad you relaxing and chilling, cause every day I'm on it, you on it, and you probably own it more than I'm on it. And a man deserved to park that truck and live his life. Park that truck and exercise and eat right and slap on some thighs and slap some fives. You know what I'm saying? That's what a man deserves to do. You know what I mean? And we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta take care of us. Because one thing about it, like I say, don't get me wrong. It's not an insult for them to offer me a third load. It's a blessing. But I know to pace myself. I'm an old dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a young dog like I used to be. You know, I ain't running fast. I ain't doing eight. I'm moving how I move. I'm pacing myself. Cooking some chicken ankles. Man, man, what is chicken ankles, my nigga? Chicken wings or what is it? What's a chicken ankle? You got me on that one. I don't know what the fuck that is. I ain't even gonna bullshit you just to sound cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all see that record on the wall, huh? Yeah, that's a real vinyl. That's a real piece of vinyl. You know what I mean? That's how you know a nigga been in the game a long time. When a nigga got a vinyl record. Oh, chicken legs. And nigga say chicken ankles. You right. You right. They got the thigh and the ankle connected to that hoe. But yeah, that's how you know a nigga been in the game a long time. When nigga got a vinyl record from back in the day, you don't. You can put your own record on the record player and get you a little old spin on it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of artist, nigga, if y'all ever in Port Arthur, mark my words, true shit. If you ever in Port Arthur, stop by this pool hall called JJ's Pool Hall on Guffway. It's across from Parker Lumber. Go look in the jukebox and watch what you see. You're gonna see I think 3. You're gonna see 3 Hezeleo projects in the motherfucking jukebox. That's how far I go back. You know what I'm saying? Really a legendary underground nigga. Just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a major administration or the campaign for niggas to even know. But the work I put in and to still look this pretty, shit. What they say? I don't look like what I've been through. I used to hear people in church say that. I don't look like what I've been through. And when I was younger, I didn't know what they were talking about. What they talking about? But then after I got, a little older, I started to realize, boy, you don't look shit like what you've been through. You know what I mean? Let me see what my nigga talking about. I visited Pimp Vault a couple years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. Mama in that wall too. Mama West in that wall. I think Pimp like here. I think Mama like over here. I don't remember. But here's some crazy shit. Here's some shit that's gonna trip you out. My mama and my brother are a walk down the sidewalk across the street in that first area right there. So we own like the same, and I'm gonna tell you why I say we. It's some trippy shit, man. It's gonna trip you out. When you leave Pimp Vault and that sidewalk you on, just don't go that way because back there ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Go back towards the graveyard and just walk straight. When you walk straight across, my mother is buried there. My older brother buried there. And here's the trippy shit, man. My fucking plot is right there too, Holmes. Some trippy shit, huh, Holmes? My plot right there too. In Port Arthur, Texas. At Green Lawn. My ground right there already paid for. But this the trip shit. Mama and Pimp in the mausoleum in the wall, right down the walkway. Ain't like you gotta walk and turn away and go around. Just walk from down that sidewalk, across that street, onto the grass. Once you get on that grass, those plots right there is for me and my family. What kind of coincidental shit is that? Some trippy shit, Holmes. You know what I mean? A nigga can't make no shit like that up. You know what I mean? Cause when I'm dead and gone, y'all go to that graveyard. Y'all gonna walk that little maze. I might leave you something. I might be on some scavenger hunt shit. Nigga, walk by my grave, go right behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave a nigga a map. Leave a nigga some Trill shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's up, man. That's some trippy shit, Holmes. But yeah, man. Yeah, I thought I'd share that with y'all. Let me see. I went inside some of the vaults. It was scary. Took me 15 minutes to find it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's right there. A lot of people hit me up when they go down there to try to find it. And that's what's up, man. A lot of people go down there and salute. Like a lot of people from all kind of places. I'll see on Instagram, nigga be standing next to the, you know what I'm saying? to the vault. And hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Man was loved in life and still loved and appreciated after he gone. And I gotta add, he was an incredible figure. He was a incredible artist, musician, not a person you could put in a box, not a common person, very uncommon and very talented, and leaves behind a discovery and a legacy of music that still to this day I'm surprised by verses and songs that I ain't never heard. And I've heard like a huge amount of Pimp C, Bun B, UGK music, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day when it was on tapes, when it was demos, just circulating and floating to all the stuff they released. But you gotta dig, them boys was serving verses since the 90s. So it's probably verses from cats who never came out. Like I know a couple of cats got some verses. I don't even think they put them out. So it's still a lot of that going on. You know what I mean? So we probably will be hearing unfamiliar new Pimp C till we well in our 60s. We still, hey, niggas still gonna be on this YouTube, 60 years old. Say, man, y'all go to that band camp. Yeah, and huh? What I was talking about? Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be trolls and everything. But yeah, I plan on being a fly 60-year-old nigga. I plan on being in shape. I plan on having young girls in the Cadillac. Shit, fuck you talking about. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna spend all night, you know what I'm saying, fucking with y'all, jaw jacking and bullshitting. But I wanted to touch on those two names and like I said, that content that I gave in the beginning. So I hope you appreciated my spiel, you know what I mean? But y'all do what y'all do. Be safe. Let me see what my nigga talking about before I get out of here. I chill with his son Corey at a car show with Hen Dog. Corey is down to earth. Man, look, Corey been around this shit since he was before he could even understand what and who. You know what I mean? And he wasn't phased by that shit as a baby. You know, and these days, I really wish it was way more opportunity for him and my son as well, because they're at those ages where they're impressionable and they got a lot of idle time, and that shit ain't good. You know, the way I wished and planned it, I figured like by now their careers would be really out in the forefront. I'd be probably doing that legendary shit, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the somewhat of the old school niggas still doing those type of shows and stuff like that. Um, and I would think I could manage them boys. And I don't think it's over. I don't think that part over. That's what I would like to do, help, you know what I'm saying, manage them so once everything, the dust settle and they can get back on their path of creating music and believing in the dream. And hey, man, we could get out there and make something happen. But right now we're going through some real times in life, and being delusional, it ain't a part of it right now. You know what I mean? This shit Trill is it gonna get, you know what I mean? We always experiencing some shit together these past few months, damn near for a year or so. We all was undergoing that shit. We all was stockpiling water and all kind of shit. We all was staying away from each other. What they call it, quarantine. I ain't even know how to say that shit. Quarantine. I can't even fix my motherfucker. That's how I know this ain't my real language. Certain shit I can't even say. Like breakfast. Nigga, I don't know how to say no motherfucking breakfast, nigga. Or lunch or dinner, nigga. I just eat. Fuck you talking about. What are we having? My kids ask me that shit, or one of my chicks asked me that shit. What are we gonna do for dinner? Bitch, you gonna get out my face talking about that old dumbass shit, ho. Ain't nobody be talking about no motherfucking dinner, bitch. We just eat. It's time to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's time to eat something. But yeah, I'll be back. You know, probably Friday night. I don't know what I'm doing though. I might be back. I might be back. I might, I might give me a couple of bottles and chill out and talk some more talk. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. But yeah, man, show some love. Go to that band camp and get some of them records. I'ma recommend Still Chopping and Candy Cars. But listen to that Dirty Game and listen to all that shit. I'm gonna let y'all hear this instrumental one more time before I go. It's a bad motherfucker right here. My nigga sent me about a folder of about 15 beats. And my lady kept telling me, she say, when you gonna write that tribute song for your mama? She said, I know you got it in you. I'm like, I don't know, it ain't came to me yet. Because the thing about it, all my tribute songs, it's not nothing I sit down and try and write. Them hoes just start coming to me like they get downloaded in my big ass head. And when I sit down to write them hoes just, and so I told her it ain't came to me yet. And so one day my nigga Claymaker, nigga sent me about 15 beats. And I opened up the folder and I was listening to it. And when I listen to his beats, I get like a feel of what time it represent, what the content represent, what it's talking about, the instruments in it talk to me like that. And so I listened to about 3-4 of them hoes. Then I turned this motherfucker on. Nigga, the content started downloading in my head. I sat down and I'm talking about I sat down and pinned that song up so motherfucking fast. And when she asked me again, when you going, I say it's already done. So when I hit the studio, I'm gonna let you hear this motherfucker. I love this motherfucker. R.I.P. to mama, man. I'm gonna play this here, and I'm gone. It's real shit too. I can't finish it. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's your boy, Hezeleo. Like I said, visit the band camp, the Trillgear.biz. Get you one of these tees. Hey, I appreciate you too, man. Praying for you and everybody out there. Get you one of these tees with the matching mask or the matching hat. Or we got the slides coming in that's gonna match the tees. Then we got some tank tops that's gonna match the tees, the hats, the masks, and the slides. Get all that shit. Email me on the email address on the website. The website again is Trillgear.biz. It's your boy, Hezeleo. Hey man, like I say, I might be back Friday, you know what I'm saying? Which is tomorrow. And we gonna get it in. Y'all stay tuned, share this here, let people know, hey man, it's a Trill nigga still out there, you know what I'm saying? And backing up what he talking about at the same time. I'm out.